Hi guys, welcome to the show. So today's show, I want to talk about the duality of weather. I believe there's a duality in everything in the world. I wrote my book, Becoming Ambidextrous, The Doorway to the Mind of God, because when I learned how to use both hands, I can see that there's a duality in the way I feel. If I'm left-handed, I feel introverted. If I'm right-handed, I feel extroverted. So when I discovered that, I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody's got to know about this. And you know what? I want to talk to everybody to see that it's just not me. So that's why I appreciate the viewers, because you know, I'm just trying to make sense. If it's just me, do I feel introverted? Other people feel introverted. So it's good to talk about it. So in this video, I want to talk about the duality of weather. Because like I said, there seems to be a duality to everything in the world. So weather is another one of them. Weather is a chapter in my book. Oh man, I didn't wipe this down that great. Oh, you guys hear the train? It sounds good, huh? HD. I live by a train. Runaway train, never coming back. I always think of that when the train passes by. I'm like, come back. I think it does 5 horns. That's the third one. 4th, here it comes. Oh, I'm wrong. So, weather. Runaway weather. Alright, look. The weather channel. Hi, I'm Larry Johnson. Now here we go. The weather has a duality as well. What is the duality? It's hot and cold. 2 opposite temperatures. Hot and cold. That's it. Can you believe that? That in the world, there's only 2 different temperatures. Hot and cold. Like I said, when I talk about the duality of stuff, my phone just... When I talk about the duality of stuff, I see they're not just like opposites, but they're like inversions. It's weird. It's like this. It's like they're twisted. Put it that way. Seems like everything is twisted. That's why I think my brain is doing that. So, hot seems to be the inversion of cold. Right? Or like the opposite of cold. That's the only temperatures there are. So when you look at the weather channel, or you're looking at, you know, how hot it is, just remember, it's only a balance between hot and cold. And of course that has to do with the seasons. You know, the seasons, they go in circles as well. That's another great thing I mentioned in my book, is this chapter called Circles, Seasons, no, Circles, Cycles, and Spectrums. Circles, cycles, and spectrums. What does that mean? Everything goes in circles, cycles, or spectrums. That's what I noticed about this world. Okay, as I mentioned, seasons go in circles. Like a list of like, okay, let's say spring is first. Spring, summer? Okay, fall, winter. And guess what happens, right? Oh, my pants look good. And guess what happens? Guess what happens right here? After it goes spring, summer, fall, winter, it goes right back, right? It goes right back. It's a circle. Here's another example of circles. A time clock. Even the clock is in a circle, because it goes in circles. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, back to 12. We're going like that. Boop, 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 over and over. Why? Because the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon, let's say that's the earth. Sun, moon, they don't stop rotating. They don't stop rotating. You know? And that's why we have these seasons. Because it's a balance between these 2 opposite things. These 2 opposite things, like everything. Man and woman, up and down, left and right. See, when you move stuff, you have to adjust it. Oh wait, move it a little bit to the left. No, a little bit to the right. Wait. There, it's right in the middle. Why? Because you need this left and right to create this balance. I see that balance in everything. You know, even our physical body, you need this side to the muscles on this side to balance out the muscles on that side. We're like scales ourselves. We are like scales, our physical composition. So I see that duality in everything, and I was talking about weather. So there's only two types of weather, hot and cold, that dictates what's going to happen in the world. And also knowing that everything seems to go in a circle. And like, for example, you could say like generations of people are generations of people, right? So like, let's say this is the earth. My marker's losing it. This is the earth. People come, people leave. That's what happens. It's like a hopscotch game. Think about it. You're not gonna be here forever. That's obvious, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna be here forever. But you gotta let it sink in. It's kind of weird. Boom, we're here. Boom, we're gone. It's just like a stopping point. What I mean by that is that every person is gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. That's a fact. You know, you're born, and your life is temporary. It's funny because your life is temporary. Your life begins, it's temporary. But when you die, it's forever. When you're dead forever. So you're born, you die. That's a duality. Boom. And that's what people keep doing. New generation comes, yay, we're the best, right? Generation X, Generation Y, Z, all of them. We're the best. We're the smartest. No, you're just here for a little bit of time. That's it. Then you're gone. So, like I have to admit to myself, yeah, you know what? I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm just here for a little bit. Like all the greatest people too. They cannot say you're the greatest or I'm so great, because we're literally only here for a little bit. Like, I think the most important thing, just be humble. Just be humble, you know? That's why we have so many problems, because the ego, everybody, oh, look at me, I'm so shiny. Or I look like this. Who cares? It's all external. Like racism it's impractical, it's illogical. Racism is illogical. Like, did you choose what race you wanted to be? You didn't. You didn't choose anything. You don't choose if you want to be a guy or a girl. You don't choose if you want to be black or white. You don't choose anything. So for people to have pride in something they didn't even choose is illogical. We're all here. We have hands, eyes, brains, or brain. And we're supposed to be humble. We're supposed to get along. So that's what I feel. I'm biting my lip here. What I feel is just everybody be cool and calm, and that's the best thing. You want to enjoy your life and in a peaceful, like a boat ride, you could say. You know, you want to be at peace in a boat, or do you want to be like tossed around and complicated, fighting with people? It's not good to fight with people. That's what I learned through all this, is don't fight with people. Just be like, oh, it's okay, man. You know, yeah, cool, take it easy, have a good day, you know? You save a lot of energy, and it's you're just not going in that direction. You know, like even war and peace. War and peace is a duality. You know? That's why I like the Bible. Because in the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon was considered the most wisest man. In the book of Ecclesiastes, he talks about all this duality as well. He talks about there's a time for war and a time for, you know, the time for war. What is it? Who sings that? I forget right now. A time for war, a time for peace, a time for love, a time for hate. There's war, peace, love, hate. Look at, I wanted to know everything about being left-handed, so I read a lot of ancient books. I read the whole Bible twice because I wanted to see what it says about being left-handed. I also read a lot of ancient Greek history and a lot of Roman history, which is ancient antiquity. So in the Bible, as I mentioned, the book of Ecclesiastes, it points out all this duality stuff I'm thinking about. I'm like, what? That's the what I'm talking about, all the duality. And so Solomon is supposed to be the most wisest person. So I'm thinking like, man, this guy, he picked up on it too. He picked up on the duality of the world. He said, there's rich, there's poor. And we're all going to go to the same place, the grave. It doesn't matter how much money you have, you're going to die. It's not good to be greedy. See, even that's on a scale. Everything is mentally on a scale. Like greedy. Oh, greedy. Greedy, you know greedy. Greedy's not right. And then there's people that like probably just give away everything, right? Like, oh, I got it. Take it. Those are great people, though. I like those people. But greediness is corruption. It's evil. It's not like benevolence. You're like helping people. You're benefiting others. You're a benefit to others. Greedy is not that. Greedy is like a corruption. Like you have more money than you need. Why do you have all that money? But those are opposites. You know, you got greed and you have people that are very offering. So I notice all these different dualities and they exist in everything. And so that's why I'm doing these videos. I want to express, you know, these ideas. And so you're born and you die. Okay, I was mentioning, I read the Bible, Ecclesiastes. So the Bible's pretty crazy when it comes to wisdom and just telling you to chill out. So that's why I like it. Because if not, there's other things telling you like, oh, you know, you're so cool, get a gun. You need a gun, shoot somebody. And then you're gonna be, I don't know what, right? That's totally the wrong idea. Because you're gonna lose your freedom by acting violent. So there's peace and there's war. Okay guys, thanks for watching this episode. I'm gonna do a new episode soon. So stay tuned. I hope you're learning. Whatever you want to say in the comments, go ahead and let me know. Like, I don't know if there's something that you want to mention to me. Go ahead, leave it in the comments. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I know that sounds crazy already, but thank you and peace.